Good morning, VHS. I'm Jaylee Steinman.
And I'm Tanner Strife.
And you're watching Cutlass TV News. Here's our first story in our upcoming prom series. This one is about making responsible decisions. On the story is Noe Sosa and Sarah Bell.
Staying safe at prom is an important part of having a good, memorable prom. With prom quickly approaching, Lexi Woodhead talks about the plans.
For prom this year, we have planned it at a new event, so it's going to be at Arrowhead, which is really exciting, and we are getting catered food, so there will be good food this year, and we're hoping to really step up the decorations and make it great and fun.
Miss Jefferson lets students know the consequences of drinking at prom.
The first consequence to drinking at prom or before prom is you will not get your refund back. So you will be kicked out. You won't be allowed in if we smell alcohol on you, on your breath, on the person that you're with. You won't be allowed to come in. Also, you could possibly be suspended, expelled, because there's no drinking. Like, you can't drink. Underage drinking is illegal, so don't do that. And then just being embarrassed. People who are drunk are kind of embarrassing, so why would you want to be all pretty and handsome looking on an evening where it's supposed to be elegant, and then you are sloppy and all that, drunkenness. So yes, consequences are suspension from school, kicked out of prom, not getting a refund, and then just being totally embarrassed.
Here are their tips for staying safe on prom night.
I think definitely to have a fun prom night, just remember that prom night is only one night and you still got a whole future ahead, and stuff you do on prom night can have consequences for the future, so make sure you're not drinking and driving especially, or just doing anything that's going to harm yourself or others.
With your group, if you are traveling with a group, stay with your friends, don't wander off. Prepare for little incidental things. So prom begins at 8 p.m. at Arrowhead, April 22nd. Tickets are $45 for single, $70 for couple. Shameless plug. And stay with your group. Don't drink. Don't smoke anything illegal. Don't do anything crazy. Have fun. Just have a good time. Be positive. Dance. Laugh. Mingle. Just have fun.
With Noe Sosa, I'm Sarah Bell for Cutlass TV News.
Belton High School Powerlifting took on nationals in Oklahoma City this year. Here's more on the story by Sam Edmondson and Logan Ferrari.
Powerlifting is one of the many sports here at BHS. It takes strength, endurance, and power. Mikaylee Davidson loves powerlifting because it's so different from all other sports.
Other sports is more like a team, and it's like a team to win, and then powerlifting is more like you and yourself and like how good you can do.
Nick Hammer motivates himself every day to improve in the weight room.
My biggest motivation to lift is me being the smallest dude in that weight room, so I gotta prove to myself and everybody else I can lift more than everybody.
Many of the BHS powerlifters took home awards and wins. Logan Covey was proud of what he accomplished at Nationals.
I ranked first in power press and second overall, but my hand clean was the second best out of everyone, so I feel like I did pretty good.
With Robert Thomas and Logan Ferrari, I'm Sam Edmiston with Cutlass TV News.
Here are some tips from Ms. Troffmoff and Ms. Sumler on the upcoming ACT Day. On the story is Brian Reyes, Isaac Peterson, and Andrew Phillips.
With the ACT and EOC looming around the corner, students begin preparing. Ms. Troffmoff and Mrs. Sumler give some advice for test taking.
My go-to advice to any student taking the ACT is go to ACT.org. Go to that site. They're the ones that produce the test. Make sure you go to test prep. Go down through that page of test prep. Get to the 4 rectangles that have the reading, English, science, math, and also the writing component, and go through that test prep. Take it slow and steady. It gives you the answers that again, if you're seeing something repeated over and over and you still don't understand it, then take a screenshot of that, send it to your content teacher, and ask them to please go over that in class, that we can help you out. We have a very short amount of time to do this, but now students really need to take it serious and dive into the ACT.org site.
I would say get a good night's sleep. You cannot cram for the ACT, so don't try to stay up all night and think that you can cram for it, because you can't. So get a good night's sleep. As far as the math section goes, try to work through the ones that you know how to do, so that you don't run out of time. Also, keep track of your time a little bit. There'll be clocks in the classroom, so kind of keep track of your time so that you're not spending, half of the time on the first 10 or, 15 questions. You want to make sure that you leave some time for the ones at the end. And also, a good strategy to use for the math is a lot of times you can actually work backwards a bit if you need to. If you don't know how to do a problem, try to work backwards from the answer choices, but always start with the middle answer choice, and then you can kind of determine where you need to go from there.
Eat well, sleep well the day in advance, just have a good attitude that day. Bring your number 2 pencil sharpened, bring your appropriate calculator, bring your ID, and just have a good attitude. Take it slow and steady, and I have faith that the juniors are going to rock the ACT.
With Andrew Phillips and Isaac Peterson, this is Brian Reyes with Cutlass TV News.
First ever Java and Jazz is coming up. Here's more on the story by Daniel Higgins.
Here at BHS, our jazz band will be hosting an event that will help the band in future events. The jazz band is hosting Java and Jazz. Here's Daniel Ogle for more details.
Hours. Yeah, you do. On April 11th from 5 to 7 p.m. in the Belton High School cafeteria, the Belton High School and Middle School jazz bands will be performing at an event that we call Java and Jazz. At the event, they're just going to be playing their jazz sets while people can come and go as they please. We suggest a $2 donation, and we're going to have coffee, cappuccino, hot chocolate, and desserts also available to purchase. It's a really kind of laid-back event where people can just chill. If they want to have conversations while we're playing, that's not a big deal. But we just kind of want to have community involvement in hearing our jazz groups.
BHS is one of the only schools in the metro that have jazz as a class, but that means more hard work is needed to perfect the music. Here's Eli Fisher to explain the hard work that gets put in.
Yeah, we've been preparing for jazz band for a couple of weeks now, maybe more than that. Mr. Ogle, he's a great teacher. He has us play stuff over and over, get it right, And next Tuesday, we have Java and Jazz, and I really want everyone to come out, have a good time, listen to us, drink some drinks.
This is Daniel Higgins for Cutlass TV News.
On Tuesday, students went to the polls and voted on an infrastructure bond for BHS. Here's Tanner Strife, Gio Quindo, and Mason Goffey on the story.
This year's spring municipal election passed a no-tax increase bond to better Belton High School. Dr. Andrew Underwood claims the next steps as a school board to add on our new additions to the building.
Well, since it's passed, we'll start working on the detailed drawings with the architect and engineer. We'll also include our staff, teachers, administration, in looking at each of the specific areas. Well, I think one of the first items that I would think of is less driving or less transportation in regards to activities and events. I see a lot of downtime in regards to transportation back and forth, and even our freshmen moving over from freshman middle school to have to go over, for example, for band practice. And so we can stop that time loss as well. And so I see the transportation being number one, but just being right there. And I really see it as a top-notch facility that people will be proud of, and it's going to be right there, easy accessibility, Johnny on the spot. I just say thanks to everyone that helped, whether they were passing out a brochure, one of these, or some of your classmates are on this for allowing us to put them on here. And so, and we're going to have a great high school, and I think everybody's, you guys, students, number one, should, I hope, be really pleased by the time we get through with construction.
Athletic Director Mr. John Schaefer shares his opinion on having 9 through 12 in the same building will affect athletics.
The vision, well, I think it will help them to be, more mature in a fact of an athletic standpoint. Socially, they're going to be at the high school, which is awesome. They're being, the ninth grade and basically a junior high, so they've not, graduated yet to be typical freshmen. So I think for them, for athletics, for just their maturity level academically and socially, I think it's going to be great. New facilities, new gym, which we needed very much so, and we'll have a new pool, we'll have a performing arts center, and we'll have new lights on our athletic fields, on the softball and baseball fields. Thank you. Thank you so much. Belton is going to be a better place because of you. Thank you.
Thank you for voting yes, Belton. With Giovanni Aquindo and Mason Goffey, this is Tanner Strife with Cutlass TV News.
Thanks for watching Belton High School.
Remember to tune in next week.
And as always, Carpe Diem.